The member from Windsor-Tecumseh.
Thank you, Speaker. My question this morning is to the Minister of the Environment and Climate Change. Good morning, Minister. Speaker, when was the Minister of the Environment and Climate Change first briefed about the plan to offer Andrew Olivier a job in order to get out of the Premier's way?
Thank you. Minister of the Environment and
I can remember the first day, Mr. Speaker, that two great days of my life. One when Premier Wynne told us who our candidate in Sudbury was going to be, someone I've known and had great regard for. And even better, Mr. Speaker, when I found out that the MPP for Sudbury was going to be the Parliamentary Assistant with me. And the only person, biggest rail safety issues of our time, Mr. Speaker. We have terrible concerns in Gogama. The third party has the privilege of representing a lot of those folks. And, Mr. Speaker, it is shameful that we haven't even had a question from them on Gogama. And it is shameful we can count on one hand the number of questions on climate change, Mr. Speaker. That's shameful.
please. Be seated, please. Be seated, please. The member from Hamilton East Stony Creek will come to order. Start the clock. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. The Minister of the Environment and Climate Change has a vested interest in whether his parliamentary assistant is embroiled in a bribery scandal. Did the Minister of the Environment and Climate Change ask his parliamentary assistant about that bribery scandal, what he knew, when he knew it, and did the Minister relay any of that information to the investigators at the OPP Anti-Rackets Squad?
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I hope the Minister of Transportation will get a question soon, too, because he's very excited about that. Mr. Speaker, do you know, it's interesting to me because the MPP from Sudbury talks to me about climate change. He talks to me about blue-green algae in Sudbury Lake. Very concerned about those things. The Minister for Windsor might be concerned about the condition of the Great Lakes or climate change, or the fact that in 2012 we lost 80% of our apple crop. Very important to farmers and people in southwestern Ontario. The one thing that I'm confident of is we now have the opposition only a government could love, Mr. Speaker, out of touch with people, off topic, missing every important point of the day, and trying to bring what should be in the courts and in investigations inappropriately into this House, Mr. Speaker. I encourage them to keep on this track because I can tell you my aunt in Sudbury, who is 92 years old, who actually had some fondness for that party, has lost it all, and she represents a lot of people.